Oh yeah, we do actually. Not just us talking about music. We got NikoJazz versus Shoehorse. NikoJazz played yesterday, didn't he? It was very recent.
Yeah. Yeah, there was NikoJazz versus Piper.
Hmm.
And we're here in this match now. I think that was that a winner's match? No.
No, I think that was losers.
So NikoJazz survived to come here and fight Shoehorse.
Yeah. I mean, Shoehorse looks like he has survived a lot. If we look at this avatar. This is not the avatar, like, this is not the face of someone who has led an easy life.
Yeah. This is a kind of creature that would sing the really sad blues.
Mm.
You put that saxophone in its mouth and its soul will come out.
I kind of like how it's
mournful.
Oh, it's not a scan, it's a picture. Like, it's a photograph of this drawing. It actually kind of gives it character, you know, this texture.
The light is hitting the paper in a certain way.
Yeah, there's like this gradient top left to bottom right. I really like it. NikoJazz win rate is pretty good, 59%. But what's even better is the star. Top 8 appearance in MT15. That's 7th. Really good.
Yeah, NikoJazz, I solve a lot of puzzles in puzzle hunts and stuff with NikoJazz. He's consistently very good at that stuff. Though they're often really based off of like English words a lot of the time, which comes up very rarely in the video game puzzles that we play here in this tournament. But a lot of the same concepts broadly apply. Nico's really good at puzzles, but also is pretty good at solid platforming and stuff. Well-rounded.
Never uses a gamepad. I was like that. I am able to play anything on a keyboard just as well, but I feel like there's just a little more convenience sometimes to have a good gamepad where you know which button does what and you don't accidentally press the wrong one and stuff like that, which is something that can happen on keyboard.
Yeah, I've had some time to think about it because I had to test something recently where, for reasons that I couldn't use the gamepad I like to use. You know, sometimes I have a SNES pad, which is like, it's weird, right? It's not a 360 DX input or whatever. So if you're an indie developer, you're probably not like, I need to make sure my game works for people's USB SNES controllers, right?
Yeah.
It's low down on the list. So sometimes I plug it in and like the start button is jump and it's all weird. But that means it's recognizing the inputs, so I can't just use joy to key because I'm gonna get like weird double inputs. So I have to scrap it. I can't use it. And then I find I'm a lot worse. There's a whole thing that happens between when your brain wants to do something and it sends the signal to your hands and your hands press the buttons and then the thing happens in the game. And like that whole process with the SNES controller is just so frictionless. I know when I want to jump, my thumb presses the bottom face button and the guy's going to do this at this time and there's no friction. And on keyboard, there's all these little hesitations and all these little frictions and they all add up into a problem, into a much worse play. And it sounds silly, but it's true. You got to practice on all things if you want to be ready for anything.
You want to solve that problem, there's a program, pretty cool. It hides the controller from all your applications, except for the ones you whitelist. I use it with my DS4 Windows, so if I have like a game and I want to rebind the controls kind of, it will mess up sometimes because there's two controllers in the end. There's the one that like DS4 Windows recognizes and the ones that it emulates. And
right.
I use the program so that games don't get confused on the story. And you could use that, so games will not see any controller, and you can use joy to key or whatever.
Yeah.
It's called
cool.
hit hide or something, like HID hide.
I'll write it down even. I don't know. I feel like also though that sometimes games are best played on keyboard, right? We saw that the Jelly Tetris. What was it? Aqua Rush?
Oh yeah.
That was probably better on a keyboard than it was on a gamepad. Probably. And so like
just makes mashing a little easier.
yeah, so like if you want to do the best that you can in Mystery Tournament, if you really if winning and getting better is like a part of why you're here and doing this, then probably you're going to want to spend some time to get familiar with different input methods.
Yeah, you need all kinds of controllers. You need a Guitar Hero controller, a dance pad. You need a Steel Battalion setup.
You need it. That you need to go on eBay and get it right now.
You never know when you're gonna get an advantage by having a windshield wiper button.
God, how much are those?
I think they're pretty pricey.
Like $1,000?
Like
North
a
of
few
that?
hundred, I would have guessed.
Yeah, that's the price you got to pay if you want to do well in Mystery Tournament. I haven't loaded up the dashboard, but we should probably take a look at the games they
Oh
played.
yeah, sure. I really like looking at the games they've played. It was a great idea.
I'll
Thanks.
walk down memory lane. Yeah, this was your idea, wasn't it?
NikoJazz won against Maxwell in Frogger's Adventures, which was good. That was a very cool looking game, I think. There was this issue with the controls where moving 1 or 2 spaces was like
Press
different.
or hold.
Well, no, it wasn't. That's the thing. Like you would expect. Oh, if I hold this button. No, what? How was it? I think
You can't like if you want to just keep walking, you have to keep pressing the button. I think.
No, I think if you
Instead
want
of just
to.
holding it.
I think if you want to walk, you have to use the D-pad, and if you want to jump, you have to press a button.
It's a button. Oh, maybe that's it.
And so then you jump in the direction you're facing, but it's so weird.
But if you you would be sitting somewhere and you would want to jump up, so you would press up to face up, but that would move you up, and then you would jump off a cliff into a
Yeah, and there's a
hole.
separate
You would need
button
to hold
for
the
it.
button to turn specifically.
Yeah.
Then double jump. It was tricksy.
Just really weird. And then lost against NikoJazz in... sorry. Lost against Draxt in Stealth Escape.
Yeah, that's a 2D. You're a little asteroid ship, and you drive around with your mouse and avoid things.
Wait, do you? Thought you
Yeah.
drove around with rest and aimed with your mouse. I didn't play it, I only saw it.
I think it was mouse controlled.
Okay. Damn,
And
would have liked it even more then.
yeah, you mostly just kind of dodge stuff, and the color palettes. You pick up random color palettes, and you confuse everyone.
Yeah,
because the
It was weird when some of the levels were dark for some players and others were light. We were like, oh, what's going on?
yeah,
I
what
thought
level
they were
are
at the
they
same
on?
level.
As a commentator, I rely heavily on the way a level looks to tell where they are in their progress. So that was something. And then defeated Piper very recently in a match that I didn't see. It was yesterday, I think.
Hold on, which game was this? Let's see. NikoJazz versus Piper in in Scribble. That was like a Windows game. Wait, no, was it? Beat the second bus. Okay.
I don't know. I recorded the race on SRL, but I don't know what it is.
The platform very much inspired by Kirby.
Oh. That sounds neat. I like Kirby.
Oh, yeah, this is what I was thinking of. So yeah, this is the pretty tough platformer where you could draw enemies to steal their powers. And then the bosses were like really hard for some reason.
What would Kirby be like if every boss had 100 hit points? Okay.
Yeah, it really was.
Shoehorse lost early in a really close match against a really strong player, Draconic Dawn.
In a really cool game though. Bounty is a Virtual Boy game that never released, and which is funny because I think it's the best Virtual Boy game they made.
Probably. Well, yeah, it's a low bar. There's
Yep.
not many of them.
It's like Jack Frost or whatever it's called.
Jack Bros.
Jack Bros. There's Bulb, which is surprisingly okay even though everything is red.
There's a Wario Land.
Oh yeah,
Those are the only ones I know.
there's a Water
No.
World. Battleships or something.
But Bound High is pretty cool. You're a big orb and you're like bouncing way up into the like towards the camera when you go high, and then you kind of go down onto the floor, and you're trying to land on things.
Yeah, it was cool.
And then has gone on to win out in the losers bracket from there, defeating Desdar and Loco Roco Midnight Carnival.
What a game! That's a good game.
Socrates in Rampage Puzzle Attack.
That's an okay game. And Tetsuya.
And the Cardinal Chains was like commentary loved it.
Which one was it?
It was you and Pwned Noob, and you were drawing colored snakes through numbers that of increasing size.
Oh yeah, I mean there was so much to say about like strategizing and stuff.
Yeah,
that's why I liked it so much.
You two were so loving it, and then Pwned Noob was like talking about it was Shoehorse finished, and then Tetsuya was still going, and Pwned Noob was like, all right, well, I mean, obviously Tetsuya's gonna keep going because this game is awesome, and then like immediately forfeit. It was like, wait, what? Like,
See,
Tetsuya was like, nah.
I wouldn't step into that trap. I would never make such claims.
Yeah, you don't know where people are coming at. It's a straight up puzzle game. No bells or whistles whatsoever. Like, you're in it for the thrill of the puzzle, and that's it. So if that's not your thing, there's really nothing else there for you. But it was really fun to just blast through it. And you're right, it did have that element of pen and paper puzzles where you can make logical deductions to sort of inch your way through a solution.
And not just make logical deductions, but like come up with rules that you have to adhere to in order to solve the puzzle.
Yeah, these ones are surrounded all by higher numbers.
Yes, exactly.
And are attached to this color, so that color has to grab them immediately. No other color can. Yeah, that was a good match and a good game. It was set aside for top 8, but it was a little bit. It just didn't have a lot of impact to it. But now I've been thinking maybe if I'm so worried about like the impact something will have, then maybe games like that are never going to get into the top 8. And maybe they should be there. Maybe we should have saved it. I don't know.
Maybe this game is really good because this looks really interesting. Have a look. It's HP Atk Def, which seems to be some kind of puzzle RPG thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It may be like a play on the, like really every RPG kind of boils down to these 3 things at the end of the day. So I wonder if it's sort of taken that core concept and puzzle-fied it or something.
I think we're looking good. Start. I saw the thumbnail. I don't know, it looks like a puzzle game where you have to like pick up heart to increase your health before picking up the enemy or something like that.
Okay. Oh.
I think I was so much on the money.
Yeah. It's like a puzzle roguelike.
Oh, don't restart. Oh, doesn't detect the top one actually. Oh, tough level.
This is secretly a math game.
Okay, do the bottom one.
Like I'm gonna lose this much health, but then when I have this much attack, I'm only gonna lose this much health per guy.
A little bit like Mamono Sweep.
Yeah. Uh-oh, there's an octagon. Look out.
I mean, stop.
I guess.
Black has told us.
Do you think it's worth it to like run the numbers in your head, or do you just kind of go like, okay, there's only one guy down there, I'm gonna do that one guy, then I get a sword, then I should probably go this, like just go.
So in this one, yeah, like always go for the lowest path of resistance, whatever it's called, right? So here you can kill this guy, get the health.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is not. Oh, kill this guy.
Oh yeah,
instantly.
once you hit 3, you can go infinite.
Didn't even need that last one.
Really, this is like 6 doors, and you've got to choose the right order of doors to open. I do like the idea of, like, once your attack is high enough to one-shot a guy, they just don't exist anymore. You just blow through them. They're never going to do any damage whatsoever. So there's like a...
I think
there's a point
sword
where you
first.
go infinite.
Sword first is always the right decision.
Defense. Oh yeah, these guys only do 1 damage, so now they do 0 damage, I think. Yeah.
Ouch. Guess
Then
so.
you die. So you need to be more efficient. Oh, you get the defense right away? No, you need to do some damage. Oh, that's... Okay, Octagon means they take 1 less damage. Got it.
Someone asking, when do we push the enemies? This isn't what they prepared me for in Mystery Tournament.
Okay, you get the defense early.
No, get the health.
Once you have 1 defense, you can
just
nothing
kill
will
these
ever do any
guys.
more damage to you. Yeah.
And then I don't think you can get more optimal than this. So yeah, that's...
I wonder. See, I've only just been able to kind of learn, like, oh, okay, Octagon is more defense, Spiky Guy's double defense. Like, do you want to pay attention to values of these things so that you can think about puzzle solutions? Or do you not want to waste time with that at all? But then if you don't learn it and then you get to a really hard level, like, I don't know.
Octagon's gonna kill NikoJazz.
Yeah. So you need to kill everything else to get to the stairs. Shoehorse been on this level for a while. Having trouble finding the right order. Leaves a heart? Like what?
I mean, it doesn't really matter when you pick it up, right?
Yeah.
As long as there's no shield. If there's a shield, you gotta pick up the shield first and then the heart.
That's true.
Well, if you're gonna fight someone
in between, yeah.
That's also kind of like rules about this game. What is better?
Yeah, upgrades are better earlier.
Yeah, attack and defense is better than hearts. Oh, where are we going?
It's one of those.
NikoJazz is entering a new dimension.
We casted a race where the players kept scrolling the page, and we were like, why are they doing that? And it turned out like page down was like a button in the game that they needed to hit, and it would scroll the page down. All right, Shoehorse finally has collected the attack upgrade earlier.
So NikoJazz at this point is like there's nothing else you can do before the first lock.
Is like fighting guys in the middle. Like, if they are going to cost you health, you should never fight the guys in the middle until the very end.
Yeah.
They don't get you anything.
Especially
they just take your resources.
Before you have this. Alright,
Now
oh, there we go. How many levels does this have? Let me post the paste pin. Oh, someone posted. Level 24. Longer than I thought.
This is 10 now for NikoJazz, 8 for Shoehorse.
Okay, if NikoJazz can kill this stop sign, then I would do that, because this shield is open.
Yeah. The spiky guys are still dangerous till you get the second one, but you can get that for free, and now you win.
Close one there.
Yeah, they do 3 damage, I guess. Angry spiky guys.
Yeah. Oh, here, now we have orbiting guys. You kill the orbiting guy?
Oh, Shoehorse touched one of the middle guys. Resets immediately. That's a good recognition. One-way arrows.
Shield?
So I like this choice of like, hey man, 3 health or 1 defense. What's better?
Oh! So in this case, this was the wrong choice, I believe. Or maybe the spiky guy would have killed him if he picked up the sword. Or how much health do they have? But yeah, you're gonna have to pick up 1 sword at least. Except the health.
On for
Oh,
health instead of defense.
not good enough. So I don't know about
Shoehorse
this.
on 10. 10 is gonna be easy.
Oh, wow, solved 9 or whatever it was so fast. Oh no.
Oh,
Almost easy.
took an extra hit somewhere. Just needs to smooth that out.
But going for the shield before the heart. So understands. Yeah, that's gonna work. 1 HP fighting them. I'll be honest, I don't know about this game. I feel like this is very much a binary tree solving game.
Mm.
So like there's like in this level that NikoJazz is on, for example, there's like 6 different paths, and the question is which order you take them in. And maybe there's some uncertainties in some places, but it's a lot about figuring out which order works and just trial and error.
You're right that there's never gonna be like a clever lateral thinking sort of move. It's all kind of there and obvious.
I think that was NikoJazz. Actually,
4 health, 3 attack,
Never
1
mind.
defense. Good enough.
oh, and the Shoehorse caught up. Same level.
Yeah.
Well, for a while.
I think a game like this is probably best experienced in a race like this. I think if you were playing it on your own, you would just kind of like try stuff and then eventually it would go and you'd be like, okay. But trying to, at a glance, discern the best way to go, it's kind of a fun challenge.
I mean, this one, can we go down? Because I would want to pick up this sword first. And then to the left, pick up these 2 hearts. And then get the shield. I don't think that was the right way.
Through the octagon, yeah. You want to get the shield as early as possible. It's still alive, but I think the damage has been done. These spiky guys are nasty.
These
I think
spiky
you'll
guys
just die in 1 hit, even.
Spiky guys are
Yeah.
the Dark Souls of HP Atk Def.
The Dark Souls. I don't know if I've ever heard an enemy referred to as the Dark Souls of blank.
But I would go up here and then get the shield. Get the shield. Get the
Which
shield.
shield? Bottom left or top right?
Top right. The one. That would have worked, wouldn't it? Oh no, it wouldn't. Lost 2 HP from that. 3 HP, 2 sword. I don't think it's gonna kill.
You can survive
Spiky.
1 hit. Can you kill them in 2 hits with a level 2 sword? I don't think so. Oh.
Oh.
Then you can get more hearts.
Could have survived it though anyway. Okay, now you gotta survive it 1 damage by each. I think that's the case, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Alright, so I like this.
What is this white sword? Double sword? Negative sword?
What's the point then?
Just like don't.
You're not gonna pick it up
move
more than
there?
once.
You can go to. Is there some reason you would not want to kill something?
Or maybe you can buffer underflow.
Get the 2 negative swords. Boom. 255 attack, baby.
Yeah.
Here we go. I guess this is just an introduction. Shoehorse been on this one for a while. NikoJazz was here a while as well.
Okay, left. Get the shield. Oop. Okay, so this is a bit more interesting. Lose a shield but gain a sword.
Yeah.
And then the opposite. Okay, what was the
So
point of
that's the
getting
same-
both? I don't think that's the right solution.
That's definitely not the right solution.
You just took damage to achieve absolutely nothing.
Yes. Shoehorse is done with that level. Remains 2 levels behind NikoJazz. And this one was kind of tough. There's a lot. There's a lot here.
So these orbiting guys, they have 2 shield, right? So we need at least 3 sword.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like
The sword on the left is appealing.
I like getting the
you
shield
can-
here.
The Orbity guys don't really do any damage, right?
Thought they do like 4? Maybe not.
And I remember NikoJazz being like doing 0 to each other, sort of thing. So I was under the impression they were like tough, but
he had a
not
shield.
damaging. Yeah, but how many shields?
Well, it was on screen for like 3 frames.
Well, yeah, that's what we need to pay attention to, because it's possible you want to be low shield just enough to block their low damage, and then just enough attack to do 1 to them. Maybe that's the way this goes.
NikoJazz recognizing I can just kill these guys while I have 3.
Yeah.
3? That's good.
Is going high defense and then grabs everything. Why everything?
I mean, point of that.
I thought kind of understood. Oh, Shoehorse is 1 short 1 health. Where did that 1 point of inefficiency happen on this level? I'm not very good at making those sorts of adjustments. If I've got this one mostly correct thing, and it's not completely wrong, like it's not like the actual solution is going the other way or whatever, there's something you can tweak to make it the correct solution, I'm pretty bad at seeing that. Oh, Nico went like... Okay, that was 3 attack, 1 defense. That didn't work. I kind of wanted to see if 4 attack would just kill him.
I don't think so. Done 2 damage.
You should be able to see their stats when you get close. It should pop up or something.
But that's what happens.
Oh, yeah?
When you get next to them,
Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, that's why I said it was on screen for like 3 frames while NikoJazz was running past the guy.
No one ever does that because they've got it in their heads already. So
I don't know. NikoJazz has been doing it sometimes. Yeah, 3 attack, 4 attack. No. Would 4 attack have worked though?
I wonder.
No, I don't think so either. Taking 2 hits on these guys and they would have done 2 damage every time.
They would have just done more damage. So there's like a number of rounds, right? Like you need to be thinking in sort of these discrete
like
numbers.
Mamono Sweeper.
Yeah. How many rounds of combat do we go?
How often do they attack me?
Breakpoints, I guess, is what I'm trying to get the idea across. It's important to keep in mind breakpoints. And there's kind of a lot of combinations of attack and defense versus every enemy. Like, it's not so easy to have in your head that, like, 2 attack and 1 defense versus this enemy is going to be 2 rounds of combat and I take 1 damage.
But I don't think NikoJazz is going to do damage regardless.
2, I don't think, is enough. Yeah. But then now can do damage, but is going to take damage. Okay.
You definitely need 3 attack at the end.
Yeah? You don't think it's 4 attack?
Well, I mean, at least 3.
Okay.
NikoJazz has been having internet problems a little bit. Worried this would happen.
Well, we got that local recording if we need it, hopefully. So Shoehorse has been unable to identify what is the one thing I need to do differently.
Not like
Wants
this.
the earlier shield, which is like a good thought to have.
Oh. Stream.
Still on this level.
I think some of these are red herrings. I don't think you want to trade all of your gold for.
I think that's pretty likely.
So if you have 3 attack, and how much? I wish I knew how much damage these guys did. Like 4 or 3? It was there for that frame.
3, I think.
Oh, Nico, move next door. Let's see.
So there is this idea of the breakpoints. Like there's a certain point where you just kill an enemy in one hit, and then there's a certain breakpoint where the enemy does 0 damage to you.
Yeah, and either one is a perfect solution.
Yeah, and this is a level that's all about trade-offs between the two. So like, I wonder if what you're supposed to do is max out on one.
The fact that there's that NikoJazz has 4 hearts every time he approaches good guys makes me think that you are supposed to make damage.
If you take the negative shield now at 0, do you go to like -1 or do you just stay at 0?
Oh, that's a good point.
Because that's a free attack right now.
Yeah.
And then you could trade it for 1 defense if you want, but
I don't think NikoJazz has.
What does 5 attack get you? Do you just one-shot? Like, if you get 4 attack, do you one-shot that spiky guy, and then get 5 attack, and then one-shot these orbitals?
Right, Nico, go left. Go underflow your armor to 255. Alright, so these guys are 4-2-2. It's not gonna work. NikoJazz is gonna
take 2 damage, yeah.
Not gonna work either.
That's the opposite.
Not gonna work either because you don't do damage. But wait, yeah, you're right.
If you had a free attack...
Yeah! So this level is very much about recognizing you will not go below 0 yield.
Okay, Shoehorse is on here now. It's been a really tough level for NikoJazz. There's a lot to learn here. It's tough. You can go so fast, right? You can go as fast as you press the buttons and just try stuff, see what happens, right? But like, if you go too fast, you're not gonna pay attention and learn, right? Like we saw that combat at what was it, 2 attack, 2 damage, and it was all 0s, and that was the light bulb moment for us. That okay, 1 more attack is a win, right? Like. But if you're going so fast, you maybe deprive yourself of the chance to have those light bulb moments. But maybe you're not going to have any moments unless you're trying stuff. So I'm being pulled in a lot of directions watching this.
Yeah, I'm very much in favor of pressing as many buttons as possible.
All right, Shoehorse is down into the bottom. It's considering making a trade.
We know that the trade is probably correct. You also up a trade.
Yeah, the goal is to collect as much minus defense at the same time as possible without collecting any plus defense.
Nico collected.
Largely speaking.
Oh no, Nico just did nothing.
That's bad.
Shoehorse is also on the wrong track. Well, maybe. We are not one. We are pretty sure that our solution will work, but maybe there's another one, or maybe actually, once you go negative health defense, you just die.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe the pace.
A stiff wind blows along and starts doing 1 damage to you on every step, and you can't handle it.
Basepin says nothing about negative.
NikoJazz 4 attack.
Not gonna work.
You do 2 damage. But they get to hit you back pretty hard.
They only get to hit you back once, like you have first strike.
Yeah.
Magic that. But still not enough.
Yeah. Thankfully, first strike is something that like makes sense to people without having to explain it. If you had been like, it has delirium, people would be like, what are you talking about? But
I don't know what you're talking about.
But if you say it has first strike, like, oh, so you strike first? Got it.
Yeah. Like in Advance Wars. Always better to be attacking.
Or attack, no defense. 5 health!
Wait, what? No! What? That would have worked, wouldn't it?
I think you take 2 health from the 1, and then you kill, and then you take 2 health again, and you kill, and you live with 1 health, I think.
Yeah. Wouldn't that have worked? Why did we swap?
I don't know, things are happening so fast.
We were Shoehorses. I mean, other than level 15. Well, NikoJazz is fast. Maybe saw that without the swap it would have worked. Oh yeah, here we go. Same thing. 5 health. 4 attack. This is good enough.
Here we go. I think you take 2 damage from each one. Okay.
Alright. Now I'm curious if our solution.
Well, we're gonna see.
Oh my
Shoehorse goes
god.
up to 5 attack.
You pick up these stars, you get limit break.
Invincibility?
You do
For one
99
round?
damage.
Bam.
No, it actually is. It already happened.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
So you definitely want to pick up the sword. It
Yeah.
makes this level really
then
easy, I think.
The sword lets you fight things, and then you blow up
No, no,
another one.
shield.
Get defense upgrade. Ah.
Sure.
It matters.
I'm always in favor of that upgrade.
Yep.
Oh, but yeah, no. First one is definitely sword, and then probably shield, and then the hearts to fight the spiky dude.
This is the same
Huh?
order as the first time, I think.
Oh yeah, I went for the hearts. Shield again.
4 attack, get the... No, yeah, 5 attack. Shoehorse is doing this in a different way.
Not gonna work.
It's gonna be 2-2. It's not gonna be able to do any damage.
Stalemate. You
And
just
then
had
this
it.
is death. NikoJazz getting up to 5 health at the end. That's kind of... Shoehorse is like down to 2, you know?
You just did the same thing twice. I mean, if you're gonna destroy an enemy, destroy the right one, because then you get 3 hearts at least. Left? No. You can kill all of these guys for free now.
Yep.
And probably the hearts, otherwise why would it be there? And then get the heart. Free.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's so much stuff.
I forget. Does one sword kill these box guys for free once you get it?
I don't think so though. Because then you have 2 attack and they have 3 health.
Yeah,
But
okay.
they will strike
So
back.
the sword early. I don't know. It's good for getting through the octagon guy. But maybe that's what the star is for. And then you get 4 health and then 3 health.
I don't know, there's too much stuff.
So you're always going to take 1 damage after you get that sword upgrade. But there's more than 1 heart locked behind these guys, so you get extra health for defeating all those guys.
I think NikoJazz is wasting a lot of health doing stuff before getting the sword. I would
Yeah.
prioritize getting the sword.
They go from 3 hit kills to 2 hit kills. So you take an extra damage on all of them. On 3 guys instead of those 2 guys in the bottom right. So NikoJazz is ahead. Very briefly in the top right, you can see the levels. 18 for NikoJazz, Shoehorse for 15. It's flickering whenever they go next to an enemy. It'll show their stats. Zenik Reverie freaking everyone out with a dot time. Oh, wait, what's Shoehorse got going on here?
It's good, yeah, just attack. This is the exact same
Yeah.
pattern.
1, 2, bam.
Wow, you really can ignore so much of the level.
I guess so.
16 is free, and 17 was relatively free either. As well.
I'm surprised NikoJazz is really not respecting the sword.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay, I don't think this
Oh,
is good
no,
enough.
no, oh, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
Should have killed the guy before picking up the star. At the very least.
Kill the worst enemy with the star. The sunglasses land on the mole guy in the mole car.
Oh,
I
it's so
found
good.
him.
Perfect. Oh, that's a solve for
And
NikoJazz, nice.
It's a clear.
I think you're
I mean-
just not able to pick up the sword earlier than like we thought.
You need some amount of health to go get it. And then once you have that amount of health, go get it.
Hmm.
How many levels did you say there were?
26. 24.
Okay, there's 24. I was gonna say there's a chunk of game left, and then suddenly I'm like, there's a bit of game left.
A little less.
Significantly less game left. All right, spiky guy is pretty dangerous. It's gonna hit back for 2 damage.
It's not gonna murder you. And with the sword, you can kill the other one in 1 hit.
Okay, so you're gonna have 2 health, and not enough. The orbiter.
Yeah, we know this is not good enough for the orbiter. Oh wait, when you get the shield. Yeah, it's good enough. 3-2
That's perfect.
Is a like a what's the thing they did in the Middle Ages?
Die of dysentery? Like, what do you?
No. When they like would try to
Not
take
brush their teeth.
They would try to take over a castle, and instead of attacking them, they would just kind of block trading and like stop them from getting food.
Like a siege, like starving them out.
Yeah. That kind of thing. Makes sense, trust me.
There's a lot going on in this level. Shoehorse is moving pretty quick. Is on 18 now. And NikoJazz was here for a while. Shoehorse is being attracted to the sword, like we first were. It's a bit of a trap.
But this is a good start. No, that isn't.
That sword is locked behind some scary enemies.
Oh yeah.
They do 3 damage or 2 damage, the spiky guys.
Spiky guys do.
Oh, so they're just gonna kill. Wait, they die?
They do. NikoJazz had 3 hit.
3 is enough to kill them? Okay.
Yeah, they have 3 HP and 0 defense.
Got it.
Oh. What the Oh, okay, so what's the point of this? Oh, now you have 0. Start fresh. Kill the guy in the top left. And then kill the
Stuff up
spiky
there.
guy, maybe? I think it's spiky guy time.
Swords are good. Oh, do you want to clear out these 2 negative swords first? Because now you're going to go down to 0. You're done.
Oh, yeah. It's a good spot. Like, looking ahead in a puzzle like that.
Yeah. I promise you, if I was playing, I would not. That's the sort of thing Commentator Myth is able to do.
Okay, do you pick up the minus shield? Barely
For 1
seems
health?
worth it. Yeah, I don't know. 3-1? Is this good
Three
enough?
just kills that guy. We learned that.
Oh yeah, right. I thought it was an
It's
orbiter
over.
for some.
Ooh, 4 stars available, 4 octagons. There's an orbiter you can kill for absolutely nothing in the top right.
Well,
Seems not good.
You have to kill it. The lock.
Yeah, but like, it's definitely not an early kill.
I don't think any of these orbiters are gonna be free because you can only get 1 shield and 3 attack. But they're always gonna hit you back.
Yeah, for 1 damage.
I don't know if using a star for anything but orbiters is a good idea.
There's a total of 8 health on the map, so you're gonna lose 4 health killing the orbiters no
Ooh,
matter what.
I like
unless
that.
you use stars.
I like that approach.
Mm.
Oh, NikoJazz has only orbiters left that they're all gonna hit really hard.
They're all scary.
Yeah, no.
It's gonna take 2 damage from each. No, 4 damage. Okay, brutal.
Shoehorse is stuck on this. Has gone to the wrong hearts. Has to pick up the top left hearts first.
It's only grabbing. Why would you ever not grab all the hearts?
Yeah, there's no reason. Is there? No, I don't think.
I don't think so. I don't think there's any kind of diminishing effect for having a lot of hearts.
The solution for NikoJazz. Pretty close. Only had 1 orbiter left and it was half that.
I can't tell if Shoehorse had that if they got the star and saved it for the spiky guy. That definitely needs to happen, but I don't know if that's the only thing that needs to happen. This is tricky. There's a lot of possibilities on this level NikoJazz is on. Do you go up, left, down, right? And if you do you use a star to go there? You know, like, that's already 16 possibilities on your first move. It's 8, you're right. Never do math on stream. They put the math game on here.
It's so math.
I'm used to possibilities being multiplicative, you know? I saw 4 stars and it was like multiply by 4.
Maybe all the stars do different things. You have
Multiply
16.
by... Yeah, that's right.
You
That's
never
what I
know.
was thinking. Thanks for covering me. It would have been worse if you just didn't say anything, and then the chat had to be like, actually, and then that's the worst. It's the worst for everyone involved. No one wants that to happen. Not me, not them. Is that any worse than being stuck on a puzzle game? Well, NikoJazz is gonna get this.
Think?
He's gonna
One
take...
gonna work? Oh, yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Nice. So that's 2 more levels. This one looks like a mess, but it's again one of those mazy type.
Shoehorse gonna take 1 damage from this guy? Yeah, you are. You can get those hearts. Well,
You gotta recognize when going a path will give you a net positive.
yeah. Dude, there's a negative heart square. That's just there to mess with you. Like, if you're trying
Yeah.
to go too fast and you round the corner and you slam into the wall, you minus health.
Why would she ever pick that up? Oh, NikoJazz picked it up!
I mean, maybe you want to see what it does, right? Like, maybe it's double health or something. It takes 2 seconds. Why not, right?
Okay. Okay, where are we going? Everyone's scary now. Killed all the non-scary enemies. And these spiky
You can
guys are
get-
gonna murder us.
There's a path where you keep getting 1 extra heart. And towards that sword on the
Oh, yeah. Good enough.
Also, you can kill the guys in the middle right. So on the bottom right, there's like a 3x3 of, spiky guys with the 6 hearts.
Oh yeah,
in
if you
between
kill the
them.
middle, you're right. You always
If
get
you
2 hearts.
You get 2 hearts, yeah.
Better.
So maybe you do that and you use those extra hearts to go left through the zigzag. Oh, after that, you only got to kill 1 more guy to get to the shield too.
Yeah, and another heart.
Hmm.
I think that's right. But you want to do that
Shoehorse.
part.
Is this it?
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So you want to do that part as early as possible because it has another shield.
Goes up and gets hearts.
Right now,
Is
pass
this
to the
enough to
right.
do all those spiky guys? They're gonna hit you once for what? 3 damage?
yeah, that's fine.
-1.
Gonna keep happening, but that's fine.
This looks good.
You can kill this guy too.
Now they're only gonna do 1 damage,
Oh, that's good enough.
and you're gonna be able to keep refilling it with these hearts.
Like when you keep healing against the boss.
Now you can take them out for free, but it doesn't matter. And then wait, 3/2's enough to kill these orbitals, right? Yes, that's it.
Oh, it is. Yeah. They only do 2 damage.
We did it.
Yep.
And so did NikoJazz, level 24, the final level.
So picking up 2 stars is probably not a good idea. Oh, now you can get the hearts. Ouch. You can get the hearts for free, right? How much? Oh no, you can't. Never mind. You're gonna lose health.
Well, you can use this. You have to get the star, and so you got to use the star on something.
Don't?
So you kill the scary guy and get the heart for it.
Get all the hearts and then try the left path and see if it works.
Yeah, you're only gonna come out neutral or worse if you try to go on the right now. And now you get free hearts. So this is either a win or it's not.
It's not.
Do you need to use one of those stars? The fourth star. Do you need to use that to kill one of the orbitals?
I think that's a good idea. Oh, it's all for Shoehorse. On to level 20.
It would take one hell of a sprint to come back at this point, but I mean, maybe this last level... NikoJazz wasn't really that close to the solution at the end, you know? The numbers were well short of where they needed to be. I can't tell you that it's only like, you know, do this one thing differently and then the numbers are perfect. Like, maybe that's the case, I don't know.
You're always gonna take damage against orbitals, because you don't do enough damage to kill them in one hit, and you also can't do the medievals.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the idea of using a star on the first orbital. Oh, but I also like that. That's something I was thinking too, using 2 stars to clear that pathway.
It's a defense. That gets you
Get
access
the
to a couple
sword.
free hearts and a free sword.
Right, no, just get all the hearts and see if it works.
Yeah. Here we go.
Goes into it a little before. That was 1 away.
Wow. EPC noting wasted health not going for sword first. Maybe there was just one little moment, one little thing to tweak that would have made the difference there.
Up.
Wait, Shoehorse, why? Shoehorse just killed an extra enemy for no reason and then didn't have enough health to get to the stairs. You don't gotta kill everything, right? Just get to the stairs on this one.
Yeah, there's no lock, you don't have to kill.
It's just bloodlust, I think.
NikoJazz can get through this, get the sword. And either the shield or the sword. I'm too lazy to think which one. you could just try both, because one
It's
of
pretty
them
quick, yeah.
one of them is the solution. Pretty much 100%. I get all the stuff. Then we have 13 health. Same as last time.
3-1. So they're gonna do 1 damage to you every time. And how many trades? Many trades?
Oh, that's it.
Wow.
Oh no, we're
Thanks
surrounded.
for playing. A couple of times came in. That one guy, 27 minutes. Timo with 38 minutes. And now NikoJazz, 39-45.
NikoJazz isn't locked in the room with the enemies are locked in this room with him.
Is brimming with happiness. And that happiness gives him great power. Unfortunately, this means the elimination of Shoehorse from Mystery Tournament 0017 is a, what, 3-2 or 2-2? We looked at it earlier.
3-2.
Cool.
I cheated, I looked at the other scene. I don't have actually such good memory.
That's pretty darn good. Timo's comment, puzzle games are for thinking, not racing. And yeah, I understand it's possible to go so fast in this game.
Shoehorse is at a dip.
It's weird that the lock like alternates between the number and the fact that it's locked. Like both information it wants the player to know.
It's weird. UI design.
Ding, 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 ding. So
The
we know. Oh, wait. The solution is to like go down to 0,
Sure,
clearing out the swords ahead of time.
Shoehorse is just slowly picking himself apart.
Like a... Well, no. My analogy doesn't work. I was gonna say, like when my cat wants food in the kitchen and is, like, trying to get my attention by bumping into my leg, but I don't retaliate by striking my cat for damage in return. So the metaphor really, really doesn't work. I really want to make it clear that's not what happens.
You have too many shields, your cat doesn't have enough attack.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like she's holding herself back. If she pulls out the claws, she's got more than 1 damage, I'll tell you that.
Oh, sure.
Oh, nice.
Realizing that skipping the sword is at least possible. I'm too lazy to think about if it would.
I think that says a lot about the way Shoehorse is, like, processing the values of both his own stats and the enemy stats to be able to just see that. Moving, I think, to the beat of the music. Alright, I see NikoJazz. Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh,
You sound drained.
yeah, that was a pretty huge spike in difficulty for that one stage.
So, like, what goes through your mind when you get a game like this?
Just try and do all the other possibilities because there's not that many. Just brute force until you get it.
Gotcha. So, like,
I very rarely, whenever you can usually notice when I stop and think about anything in a puzzle game because that's when I do nothing.
right.
That's the only time I think in a puzzle game.
And the rest was just doing.
Yes.
This seemed like the kind of game where that's a good idea.
And if you wanna go fast, yeah.
So, do you remember any moments where stopping to think really helped you?
I think it was. What was that one stage when you had to kill in that long tunnel 2 with invulnerabilities in the top left? Was it the next one? Something in the 20-something stage. That's the only place, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember the stages by number either.
There was like a long tunnel and you had to kill one of the spiky enemies.
Oh,
Before you enter the tunnel, the one-way tunnel.
with the star.
Yeah. And then you had to get the other star for the other spiky enemy that was in the tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was kind of deceptive. There's like a sword in the bottom right that you really want, but if you go for it too early, you kind of hose yourself. Shoehorse is a little bit shy, just like 1 health short. Did you find that when you had a solution that was close, that you were able to think, like, oh, I can change this and then it will work? Or was it like back to square one?
Nope, I never thought about it. I mean, I don't know if that's even useful in... Might be useful in certain puzzle games, but who knows if it's useful here, because there are certain puzzle types that you might make a mistake very early on, and then that thing that seems really close, it's not usually that close because it's something early on that you've made a mistake on, so it's kind of hard to grasp where exactly.
Right. So you might stop and think about something that is just never going to work.
Yeah.
Well, you had the lead for pretty much the whole race. There was a couple moments where Shoehorse was starting to catch up and like would get onto the same level briefly, but you pretty much always had the lead. So
Certainly didn't feel like it.
Yeah, I was surprised you sounded so defeated when you came in here. You were like, "Whoa."
into the same configuration. I don't know why I was repeating stuff.
You go on to face Blade Twin Swords in Losers 5. It's a pretty good run so far through the tournament.
Yeah.
And if you make it out of that one, I mean, there's a lot of people it could be, but all of them are pretty tough. You know, Polterghost, Lance Drago, Arc, Bliss, Okami of Games, all potentially one of your future opponents. So best of luck with that. You played
thanks.
really well. Thanks so much for coming to talk to us.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.
And how are you,
Shoehorse is going to continue.
yeah, how are you feeling about watching the rest of
I'm good. I got nothing else going on. This is pretty much all I'm about.
Oh, no.
It's tough too because we're pretty much out of games to test. There's like maybe one more I could test if I really wanted to, but I don't really need to. So even if I sit down and be like, I want to do mystery tournament stuff, like there's kind of nothing. Like I'm just waiting for matches.
Yeah, and unfortunately there's no more matches today.
This is the last one. There's a few more on the schedule for tomorrow.
And we can have a quick look. Got
It's the battle of the TO 4-letter words, 2 syllables.
yeah.
That's how my brain works. If
mean-
your names are similar in this way, my brain has a lot of trouble separating you.
All of the names are very similar to each other in their respective matches.
We got a dragon versus a lizard.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like lengthwise as well. And Marshmaster number, that one guy number. Turret, travel blade. I don't know, everything's so similar for some reason.
So I've heard some people say Tito. It was Shrambles kept saying Teto and then had to keep correcting himself relentlessly, so I wonder if I've been saying it wrong the whole time. And it's Tito, which is even more similar to Timo, aka Timo Star. Only one of these two is going to come out alive in Losers 4. Every single one of these matches is a Losers 4 match. Someone who's made it deep into the tournament but will go home.
Yeah, Losers 4 is like where the good players really start to go out, I think.
Yeah. There's just too many good players for all of them to make it past that point.
Around am I am. I in Losers 4?
I wonder. Yeah.
Wow,
You
that's
versus
sad.
Brosensha. Your deadline is February 3rd.
I think we're gonna have it tomorrow. I haven't replied yet.
Ooh. So that's like a hidden match here on the schedule. Just slot it in somewhere.
Let's see how many puzzles Shoehorse has solved. Oh, he actually has solved the
Nice.
puzzle. I was gonna be like facetious about it and like kind of a dick. Shoehorse did
No,
solve a level.
he shut you right up.
Yeah, what the hell?
You couldn't even get it out of your mouth. That shield looks pretty appealing, but has taken a lot of damage. Can't survive combat with anything. Is not strong enough to kill anything. This one's over.
Oh, the sync. This was
The
a rhythm
music,
game.
yeah. So, okay, that means the music is good, right? Like if you're tapping along to it, that's usually a sign that the music is good. But is that also a sign the music is distracting while you're trying to think?
Hmm.
I've had that problem once or twice testing a puzzle game where I'm like, I can't stop thinking about how good the music is, and I need to think about other things right now. I'm sorry, but I'm going to mute this game.
I think that was wrong. Shoehorse killed those guys at the top before getting the shield. I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
Oh, this is risky business.
Oh, actually, no. You get a heart from. Wait, no, you don't. So killing this guy at the top is completely useless, right? At least until you have the shield. get the sword, kill these 2 guys. 1 and 1. Get the shields, which nothing, because you're already
clear
at
it out
0.
of the way.
And then probably get bottom left shield and then go for the right path, or kill the guy at the top first, so you have an extra heart.
Do you want to get both negative shields? Is that something you can afford to?
Or do it?
You got to kill that guy anyway, so
Yeah,
kill
just-
this guy, then get both negative shields.
Yeah.
Or
Get him away.
you kill all the guys on your way to the first shield, then get both negative shields, then the shield.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You get the shield, the negative shield before or after. You're gonna be on 0
Well-
regardless.
If you get the positive shield and then have to still get the negative one,
Well,
that's bad.
yeah, but it doesn't matter if you kill the guys before or after getting the negative shields.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I was like, you'll be weaker, and you won't. That's the whole point, is that you don't get weaker. That's why you can get them.
Maybe Shoehorse needs a rhythm game in MT.
Yeah, those are not easy to do in Mystery Tournament.
Yeah, what a shame. I would be good at that.
I mean, as long as the rhythm game is sufficiently hard that there's a chance that you can fail, I think it could work.
I'll get the shield. Get the negative shield before the positive shield.
Ah,
GG, I think you need the heart from this guy at the top. Yeah, once you get these 2 shields and the plus shield, all these stop signs are free. So you can get the top guy for free. You're gonna have 2
get some
HP.
extra hearts,
3 HP is enough for the spiky guy on the
Yeah.
right.
and then you get 2 more.
Gonna kill him.
So I was able to just kind of look at that row of hearts and just be like, that's just as begging me to walk on that diagonal path through all of that stuff.
Hmm.
Something about it just seems like
I don't know.
that's something a designer did for a reason.
Hmm.
I think it's a little bit harder to see the stuff going on in the bottom right, though.
I submitted the rhythm game. I submitted Rhythm Dungeon, a mini game within Rhythm Heaven for DS.
How does it work?
So it's got this very standard beat, and if you hit it on the beat, you move down or whatever. If you hit it on the off beat, you move up, and if you move between on the quartz, you're gonna move left or right. It's very much about like hitting a rhythm top of the beat in order to in a specific way through paths.
Yeah, I could see something like that working.
So apparently the emulator was some issues. Like I'm gonna call it
Oh.
a skill issue, but they said it didn't run so well, and there was some like
if a rhythm
odd sync.
game is not running well, it's like the death of the game, though.
Yeah. Oh no, kill the top guy. Top guy. Yes. Alright, get the hearts, get the shield, kill the bottom guy. Can't kill this top guy, you're gonna not have HP.
Thinking about it. Yeah, it's weird when like, you know, sometimes games do drop inputs. We tested some Game Boy game that was just relentlessly eating all of my inputs.
Hmm.
That ended up getting rejected.
Oh, this is correct. Not the left guy. You really want the shield. Alright, top guy is free. No reason not to kill him, and then hearts are always good to get. We have come to the
And
conclusion.
then this move is kind of tricky.
But it's also tempting, you know, there's that shield in the bottom right. Shields are good.
Yeah, I guess the idea, like, if this was
I
like
know.
some kind of, you know, if this was Clue Land or something, right? Like, you would go on a path, and you would go down one path, and then you would turn and go that way, and then turn and go that way. Like, the idea of getting the heart and then going halfway down a path to get a heart and then double back and then do the same and get the other heart. It's a little bit of a stretch, I think.
I would have never imagined you would compare this game to Clucula. That was one hell of a game. I feel like Shoehorse is running out of binary tree branches.
Yeah, I mean, there's like hundreds more, but they're all things like kill the spike guy first and you just die.
Oh yeah. I wrote a like brute force solver for the game Roundabout for PlayStation instead of playing the race. 'Cause I'm annoyed at the game. And that's what it does. It just does everything. And then when at some point it either comes to the conclusion that I solved this or I lost.
Right. Half Beastie thinks Shoehorse thinks the correct solution is not the correct solution. And I don't know. I feel like it's not so easy to see that middle row clear thing.
Yeah, Shoehorse has never been like standing in front of it, ready to go and just thinking about it, you know?
Yeah, was 2 squares away at one point in that middle row, and I thought maybe then, but... Well, I guess you do need to grab that thing, but...
Right,
maybe it should be a clue that that's where the minus armor is?
Oh, that you have to go there?
Yeah, like it's blocking you from going to the right there.
I don't know. The Shoehorse solved that one level with the, the thing where you could trade armor for sword or sword for armor. Shoehorse solved it by leaving 3 of those choices just on the board at the end. But I don't know. This game has been very weird about what a perfect solution constitutes.
Yeah, you're right. There's little inelegancies.
What they use for puzzle hunts. If a puzzle... if there's like a puzzle and it looks like it clues something, but it really doesn't because that's not the correct path of the solution, then that's an inelegancy.
Gotcha. I just came up with that word even. I mean, I'm aware of... I've called things elegant before. I call even things that really aren't elegant, like when we saw Timo doing a backflip in the Mater D. But I don't know if I've ever turned it into a noun like that in elegancy.
So Shoehorse killed an enemy unnecessarily? Yeah, Shoehorse killed like a spiky guy on the left here, and now is going.
And is now thinking maybe I could have killed this spiky guy instead.
Yeah. Yeah, look how fast he's moving. Maybe now? That's...
Yeah, but I mean, is turning eyes towards a good part of the puzzle here. Now, if Shoehorse does not try to get in there anymore, now I think they believe the correct solution is the wrong solution, and that's bad.
Nah, I think they're gonna go for it after getting the shield. Like we are talking about binary tree now. We have come to the conclusion that this branch is wrong, but what? Why did you do that?
I don't know. And then does all the same stuff?
Yeah. What's that about? Where are we going?
Oh, here we go.
Good. And I feel like the rest of this puzzle really falls into place.
Yeah. Just don't grab the negative.
Oh no. Ooh.
Nice.
We've avoided it by screaming at the screen. And now we can
3-2.
Now we can get revenge.
You could kill everything if you want. Nothing. You can't lose at this point. The only way to lose is to reset the puzzle.
No, you could rock into the negative heart.
Oh shoot, you're right.
It just kills you.
Was so unsure about what would happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he gonna kill the left guy? Yeah.
Perfect, clear.
Take that. Alright, last level. And I feel like this level is a little nicer in It is. I'm gonna watch the pronunciation of this word. Compartionalized,
Compartmentalized?
maybe. I don't know.
Everything's in a compartment?
Yeah.
A little box?
There's 4 rooms, there's 4 stars. It's a bit of a bait because you're gonna use 2 stars top left. At least that's what NikoJazz did. But like, in a way, it's more... You can break it up into little chunks.
Mm-hmm.
Especially these first 2 stars, because you have to use the star, otherwise it's wasted.
Yeah. It's going for sword early.
Not what NikoJazz did, but I think someone in chat said they had a different solution, so maybe this still leads to Rome.
So these boxes are gonna hit you back for 2 damage each. The regular squares with
1.
0 defense? 1. So if you use the star to kill the spiky and get the heart, you have enough hearts to go to the right and kill all those boxes, but that doesn't really do anything.
You really want the sword up.
Yeah.
And I like what NikoJazz was thinking. You can use 2 stars for that. I feel like that's...
So with this upgrade, you can collect all these hearts for free, but that was neutral. Or wait, Octagons do 1 damage? Yeah, they do. Okay, so that's 2 hearts for free. But is this enough hearts to fight all these guys?
Yeah, not these guys. You need like 13 or something is what NikoJazz had.
Yeah, each one of them is going to do 3 damage. So is missing an extra 6 health to get through there.
Yeah, not even... Yeah, Timo was saying if you forgot what game taught you a little earlier, and this level is maybe tough. I was thinking the same. There was that level where at the start you had to go on top of the one-way and kill the little box to unlock a gate. And then that level never made use of it, and no level did until this one, like 4 levels later. It's a little questionable design, I think.
So like they're always hammering the button when they kill a guy, but you're saying that you can kill a guy and not move into the square yet?
Yeah, which is how you use
Yeah.
2 stars to kill the spiky guys from the sword. But I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty natural thought to be like, I gotta get the upgrades. That's the priority. Here are some upgrades. It doesn't cost too many resources to get them. Once I have them, I can get a bunch of hearts and get more resources. Like it is a natural move, but we saw pretty much the. I guess this is even a little bit worse than last time. No, it's 1 move better.
We've done it.
Update 2 added a hint about level 24 to the start of level 21.
Actually? Or... you mean?
No, I think there's like patch notes. I would say maybe your hint about level 24 should be in level 24.
It's actually a change. No way. I was like thinking of complaining about it when I saw it 21, but then I wasn't sure if maybe I forgot about it being in 23 or something. Really? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm looking at the congregate page. This is not the itch page.
Yeah, Shoehorse is not seeing it. Shoehorse doesn't even think about killing the spiky dude in the path.
It's a tricky move. And think about how long it took Shoehorse to do, 23, 22. It's been a long time since 21.
Yeah, that's the issue of putting it in 21. What are you thinking?
it's on there somewhere. I don't know. There was some kind of pop-up that was making the whole screen go away, and I didn't want to agree to it, so I didn't get to explore the page.
Didn't want to agree to it. You can keep your cookies.
If you don't click accept on that button, are they not allowed to track you, or are they just going to do that anyway? I don't know.
Complicated. It depends on how much they care, I think.
Right. I mean, yeah, I guess lots of hackers really would not care at all about your safety.
But would also care in the sense of you gotta change how the website works. Not immediately you. Yeah, kill this guy. Yeah. Stop bouncing around down there. Nope. So yeah, Shoehorse has to figure out the hint. Happened 3 levels ago. Why is this square even here? It's not even in the way. It's just chilling down there.
It's just there to potentially
Like a misinput.
ruin you. Yeah. It's like playing a platformer and being like, why is this pit here?
No, it's not. It's a puzzle game.
This game is what it decides to be. If it wants to test your ability to avoid squares, it's gonna do it.
Is this by the guy who made Chess Farmers? Or Chess
It kind of
Farmer?
sounds like whoever did the music for this did music for Chess Farmer.
It also looks like it. There's a chessboard in the background.
They both did 24 levels, I think. Maybe it was 26.
Rhythm game time. I think killing the one in front of the sword is like the obvious.
Yeah, but I mean, it hasn't been working so far. Yeah, so it is the same person. I think that other one was like an Armor Games game, Chess Former.
Oh, what is this aligned? Oh, look at this. Ooh,
Hey, but has wasted the star.
yeah, it's probably not gonna work. Oh no! What? No! Don't go destroying the orbit guy then.
All right, now that star has been used correctly, and this one.
Don't destroy the orbit guy.
Decision time.
Oh no!
Well, how much damage is this? Can you even hurt the spiky guy? Does he have 1 defense?
The only guy with defense is all.
Whoa, that's a lot. But he's gonna hit you back for 3 damage each time? Okay, yeah. You would go down to 1 health. But you've removed an orbital guy. 6 damage from the spiky guy now. Or X damage from the orbital guy later. How much is he gonna do? 6? I don't think so, right?
Orbit does 2.
Yeah, and you're gonna have 1 armor. And you're gonna kill him in.
Guy's gonna kill it.
He's gonna hit you for 3 damage.
Spiky
So the
guy's
star
gonna kill it.
saves you 3 damage if you kill an orbital, and it saves you 6 if you kill the spiky guy. So you kill the spiky guy.
I don't know.
I mathed it out. I did it.
It's been an hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. I am. I don't know if you know this, but 1111 is like the carnival number here in Cologne. I'm completely.
Carnival number.
Yeah, so every year at November 11th at 11 a.m. Carnival season starts in Cologne.
Oh, I think you have told me about this.
So I'm completely unable to bath in this condition.
But it's like January.
Oh yeah, I mean, it lasts until February, where actual carnival trains will happen.
Oh, okay.
Like we're currently in the carnival season, even though it's not actually going on.
Gotcha.
Shoehorse likes to kill the orbit guy, which is a thought we had earlier when we were watching NikoJazz solve it. But really, a thought we had way earlier is that we want to prioritize upgrades. And then using the star on the top spiky guy is a...
Yeah, I mean, the spiky guy, if you don't use a star, he's going to hit you for 3 damage twice and do 6 damage.
Yeah, that's rough.
How I understand it. And then the orbitals at the end, you're going to have 3 attack and 1 armor.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go like you're gonna trade 3 times, and then your 4th hit is gonna kill them.
Yeah.
So they're gonna hit you 3 times for 1 damage. So using a star on an orbital saves you 3 health versus the 6 on the spiky guy right now. I think this is why you need to kill the spiky guy.
Alright, we are in a solvable state. I mean, without a reset. If you reset, everything is a solvable state.
Every state always.
Okay, I like the thought. Maybe this works even? You can get this... Yeah, hold on. This doesn't even look
Someone
bad.
was saying there was an alternate.
Now you can kill the spiky guy, there's no reason to, like, put it off. Can also kill the other spiky guy, right?
Alright. You need to have...
13. And we're gonna have 13.
Ooh.
I think this looks good.
Here we go. Yes. Thanks for playing. The dot-done comes in at 1 to 1350.
Oh, cover. I'm a 0.
Yeah, you are. That's
I'm a-
why I said it.
I'm a 0.
It's a 0. It's the lowest possible number that could have gone in there.
Yeah.
Well done, Shoehorse. Although, unfortunately, that is the exit from Shoehorse from Mystery Tournament 0017. I don't know. Sometimes you get beat up in a puzzle game for over an hour. You don't really want to come talk, but maybe. But that's gonna do it for the broadcast. We might hear from them briefly, but there's nothing else.
This nostalgia is hell for me, right?
Ooh,
In Deep Forest, one of the earliest indie games.
yeah. I
They-
played this very recently, actually, for the first time.
Also-
It's
It's like the same
I don't
era
know.
as like Cave Story.
yeah. I think it's more fun to go back to Cave Story nowadays than this.
Really? You think?
Yeah, I
Like-
didn't have a super
Like
good
Cave
time.
Story is very polished. I agree. Got just a really good game, but I feel like this is a very unique game for the time. Like kind of a
I mean, everything
Metroidvania
was a
bouncy
unique
game.
for the time. Someone came along and was like, "What if you had a deck of cards, and you could like add cards to the deck as you play?"
Oh god,
That was still a new idea
they have ruined video
in
games.
this game. It is a cool idea, though. I don't see Shoehorse, so I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We got more matches for you tomorrow. Tito versus Timo, Ridley Dragon, Full of Lizards, Marshmaster, That One Guy, maybe Maurice Brosentia,
Yeah.
maybe more. If you want to see that stuff, I mean, here are the times. But also, you can follow the channel here on Twitch. You could join the Discord, be a part of the community even, or just hang out. There's a lot of people who just kind of hang out. You can get a role that'll ping you when stuff is happening. I'm sure Mystery Fun Fest is going to start soon. That's a big thing we all do together. Lots of crazy things. I got to figure out a good way to summarize what that is, because every time I want to tell people about it, I'm like, all right, sit down. I need 5 minutes to tell you everything about.
I compared
What we
it
do.
to those Japanese sports fest they have at school.
Yeah. The two
That's-
big teams, the red team and the white team.
Yeah, maybe there's 4 teams, who knows? But and then I told Bodhi that, oh, this reminds me of that, and he was like, like giving me this virtual stare, like I just said the weirdest thing ever.
What the hell is that? And then you asked me because you were like, I thought it was a thing.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah, I know what you mean. It's a thing.
I've seen enough anime.
Yeah. What you said was, Myth, you're familiar with Japanese culture. That was how you led in.
Well, yeah.
And I was like, well, as someone who's never lived there or been there ever and who watches anime, the answer to your question is no. But go ahead and ask anyway, and I'll see what I can do. I remember that well. It's cool. Everyone is split into 2 teams, and they compete in a bunch of fun events that are playing all kinds of different games. It's racing games and puzzle games, and like express yourself by like drawing thing games, and who knows, multiplayer, Fall Guys, Call of Duty was on there last time. I'm pretty sure it's not coming back, but that's that's the kind of thing we're talking about. Really, damn near anything can happen. It's super fun. So this is the best time to join the community. We'd love to have you. We'd love to see you next time, tomorrow, for more Mystery Tournament 0017.